Hello and welcome back to my channel. Here we like to do things budget friendly, and if you are like me and have champagne taste but on a beer budget, these videos are for you. What are we doing today? Well, for you it'll be today, for me it'll be over a couple of days. At least. Okay, because we are doing some winter cozy decorating, and sometimes this can be a long project. Now, I decorate for other seasons, don't get me wrong, but I don't decorate other seasons the way I decorate for Christmas, okay? I kind of go a little more all out for Christmas. If you are like me, you know that sometimes this can be a huge project. So this is definitely something for my sanity. I'm gonna break up into at least a couple of days so I don't overwork myself and become overwhelmed. That's the last thing I need. Last thing I need. But this is a collaboration that I'm going to be doing with a handful of other ladies, but the person who is created this collaboration and inviting us all to do this is none other than Jenn from Just Jenn. And I'm sure that you guys know, anybody who follows me, y'all have to be following Jenn, okay? It seems to go hand in hand. But the other gals that are going to be working together in this collaboration is going to be Gigi's Craft Addict and Halls, Cheryl 4-Piece, me, myself, and I, of course, Jody's Cozy Cottage, and Spirit Sweet Pea. So I invite you to go and check out their channels, watch their videos, give them great big thumbs up. Also, you can hype their channels as well. Anytime you do a hype, it's greatly appreciated. It helps to boost our videos up into the YouTube atmosphere so other people can watch and enjoy. And if you are not already subscribed to their channels, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. I'm sure everybody will enjoy and appreciate any help that you can offer to help boost their channels. Okay, you guys, before I get started, I need something to eat. Now, I have been craving vegetables so much lately. Now, doing some research, I found that when you crave salads and vegetables, it's usually because you have an iron deficiency, and that's your body's way of kind of telling you what you need and where to find it, because there's iron in vegetables. Now, I have been so addicted to this. I mean, I can't even tell you how addicted. I've been eating this every day for like a week. And it is my absolute favorite vegetable dip of all time, okay? This is a very old family recipe. My grandma has made it, my mom has made it, I've made it, so I know it's at least 3 generations old as far as the recipe goes. I don't know how much further back in my family it goes, but just telling you, this is a 3rd generation recipe. Love this stuff, okay? I've modified it in one way and one way only, and that is, since they've come out with flavored cream cheeses, I have substituted just regular cream cheese for the onion and chive cream cheese. So for the holiday season, a lot of times we have vegetable platters that we will serve. And a lot of times we just go to the grocery store and we pick up the pre-made veggie dip, right? Well, let me tell you, this stuff, 100 times better. I'm so addicted to it. So what you will need is, this is a double batch. Obviously cut it in half if you want less, but a double batch will usually feed more people, obviously, if you're going to be making this for a holiday dinner. Here's what you will need. 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, 1/2 cup of Miracle Whip, 2 8-ounces, those little packages, you know, the ones that you pick up when you make your bagels, little packages. Open up the lid, take a knife, smear it on your bagel. You need 2 packages of that, the onion and chive cream cheese. Then you will need 2 teaspoons, my apologies, 4 teaspoons of parsley, 4 teaspoons of dill, 4 teaspoons of minced onion. Here's the secret ingredient. 4 teaspoons of Bow Monday. Bow Monday is a Spice Islands only special blend, okay? You can only find it with Spice Island. They're hard to come by, but my Amazon has it, so I had to special order this on Amazon. They're hard to find now, but this is the secret sauce. If you don't have this, it's not going to taste as wonderful, beautiful, gorgeous, chef's kiss as it does with, okay? You take all of those ingredients, you stir it together, that's it, okay? Easy peasy. Toss it in the refrigerator, let it chill, let those spices simmer and kind of melt and meld together, and you have yourself the best veggie dip that I have to say I have ever tasted in my entire life. I could eat this by the spoonful without the veggies. Just saying. So count yourselves lucky that I am sharing with you my coveted family hand-me-down recipe for the best veggie dip that you will serve over the holidays if you are going to be hosting your family and want to do a veggie dip platter. Welcome to what I have so lovingly coined a term for I call the hole. This is a crawl space that goes underneath our stairs, and this holds everything from home improvement materials to all the paper products that will hold us over till the next pandemic, extra pet food we don't want our dogs to get into. But way back here is where all of my decorations for all of the seasons are, and as well as some more home improvement stuff, tanks from when we've had little critters as pets, more decorations, travel stuff, packing materials, housewares that aren't being used, seasonal clothing, all of that good fun jazz. And this is a place that I often injure myself in because I do have to bend over and crawl, ergo the crawl space, and I end up hitting my head every single time right here, every single time. Hopefully this time will be different. And just as an FYI, I organize this thing several times a year, but every single time I'm looking for something or somebody else is looking for something in specific, it ends up looking like this. Without fail. Without fail. I am an organized person, I swear to you. But this is what it looks like now because I have torn the space apart looking for my fall decor, my Halloween decor, and I just never put it back together. So this is what I have to work with. Day two. Not quite finished yet. I still have some more stuff to kind of fill in the background here and over here. But there's a couple of things, like one over here. If you see that black candle holder, I came across this. Now, it's not thrifted. I came across this in a house that was being foreclosed on, and then they just ended up leaving a bunch of stuff. So there was a couple of things that I ended up grabbing, this being one of them. I thought it was a unique piece, but it just isn't me per se. But I thought, well, there's something I could definitely do with it. So I'm thinking I'm going to be spray painting this all black. And some of you might be thinking, well, Faith, you're going to ruin it. Well, it's just not my aesthetic, so I'm going to try to make it more me. This is an easy thing that you can do. You can go thrifting, you can pick up pieces that just kind of talk to you in a way that says, this is kind of unique, but I need it to be more me. And you can simply do that with some spray paint. So that's what I'm going to be doing. This is another one that was thrifted. My mother had picked this one up for me. Again, this is kind of a unique piece in a way that is something that I could use, but it's not quite me. So I'm going to also spray paint this one. Now, the first one I want to do black, because this one is black and I use this one for Halloween, but I can also use it for other seasons, just changing out the candle. So that's what I want to do with the first candle holder. This one, I'm thinking I'm going to spray paint it black, and then I may mist it with silver just to see what I can come up with. If I don't like it, I'm just going to cover it in silver, because I think this one would be better for maybe Christmas, or, you know, like I could do this for Valentine's Day, just changing out the different colors of candles. But we'll see. I might go black with both of them. We'll see. We'll see. I only have limited amount of spray paint that's out in my garage. I'm not going to go out and buy more stuff. I'm just going to utilize what I have around the house. So why don't we go outside and start painting? I was thinking of maybe potentially spritzing it with a little bit of silver, but I think I actually like them both to be black. I think it's just a lot easier than I can use them for other holidays. But the larger one had a lot of nooks and crannies to it, so I just had to make sure that I got all those little nooks and crannies on it. I'm just gonna let it sit here until it dries. But pretty easy, guys, to transform something that just isn't you, and adding just a little bit of paint to transform it into something different. Watch out. Watch out. Here I come. It was a workout, but I just wanted to show this to you. Now, am I lazy? I could be, but I don't take the ornaments off of my tree before I pack my tree for storage. Now, I can get away with this because none of my Christmas ornaments are breakable due to the fact that I have pets. So to save time, you know, like a lot of my ornaments are just either plastic or material, so that if by any chance somebody knocks over a tree, I'm not going to be devastated if something important breaks. All of my really good ornaments I have stashed in a box that I may break out and use at some point when it's a pet-friendly, more pet-free situation, which I doubt will ever happen, but at least I can hand them down to my daughter whenever she gets her own place and wants to put up her own ornaments on her own tree and doesn't have pets like I have pets. Do some of them inevitably come off? Yes. Yes, they do, but that's okay. That's okay. We just put them back on when we're done floofing. You may also note that there's more ornaments on the top than there are on the bottom for good reason. What you have to do when you have pets. Now I believe this is on its last leg, which is really sad. I could rewire it with new lights, but let's put it together and see if it's gonna light up for me at least one more year. And 1, 2, 3. Half of her lights work. Well, better than nothing. The consequence of having battery operated lights is that I need a lot of batteries. I'm talking about maybe 30, if not more, AA batteries, and a little bit less than that for AAA batteries. So to save on cost, I'm gonna go over to the Dollar Tree and see how many batteries I can get for under $20. So let's see what we can find. Under $30 over at the Dollar Tree, I was able to pick up a bunch of batteries and just a couple items of decor, and I wanted to show you this because it's really, really cute. It's a little tiny mini fireplace. I think this is gonna go really cute on one of the shelves that I film in front of in my little filming area. It does take 3 AA batteries, and I don't know if it's gonna work because I don't have a teeny tiny screwdriver with me so that I can use some of the batteries that I just bought and pop them in here and find out. But for $7 over at the Dollar Tree, I think this is really cute. This was a score of a find, I think. My personal opinion. What do you guys think? I've got my little screwdriver out. I pulled out the little screw that's in here. I'm gonna pop in these batteries and hopefully we'll see how this looks. So fingers crossed it works. Now, when I was over at the Dollar Tree, they had 2 different kinds of batteries. They had ones that are in a blue container and then ones that are in the red container. Now, the red packaging specifically says alkaline batteries for high drain devices. So hopefully these will last a little bit longer. This is $3 for an 8-pack. And then I wanna say it was $5 for the 16-pack, but there was only one 16-pack, sadly enough. I wish I could have gotten a couple. Oh yeah, baby. Look at her. Oh yeah. I think that's totally worth $7. There's just a little on-off button down below here. I like that. I like that a lot. What else did I get other than batteries and this cool little lamp here? I got some glittered drape. I don't know if there's actually glitter in it. It doesn't look like it, but there could be. There could be. I use a lot of this kind of snow for my backdrops. For a lot of stuff, I have some snow mat upstairs and I don't have any left, so I just picked up some. These, you can trim them down to whatever size you need. And then I did pick up another pillow cover. I did pick up one last year and I found this one, so I picked up this one. It's just a burlap material. It's just very, very basic. I like the zipper, that it's a full length zipper and not one that starts here and ends here and then you gotta fold your pillow in and get it in there. But anyway, baked fresh daily, gingerbread baking, cookies, cakes, pies, hot cocoa. They had a couple of different kinds. I like the red and black theme. I think they had one that was a green and black, and then it had like a little Christmas tree on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on one of my pillows for upstairs. And I did want to pop in here and show you how these turned out. So I really like this. I really like the black. I ended up not doing any silver on it because I think I like it just as is. And don't worry guys, if this was a true brass, I would not have painted it, but it is made in China, so you can pretty much guarantee that it's not a true brass. And then this is what the other one looks like. So very kind of a gothic, ornate gothic, but obviously you can dress this up for whatever holiday you're going to be decorating with, just depending on what kind of candle you want to put on there. If you want to dress it up for Halloween, if you do that, you could put little spider webs on it or whatever. But I really like how this turned out. I like the black. It's nice and clean and just kind of gave it a whole new look. So there you go, guys. I'm gonna finish decorating. I've got to put batteries in everything. I've got to finish hanging up stuff. We're on day three, because I had to get batteries. So hopefully by today we will be done and I will be able to show you the finished product in the daylight and at night when everything is all lit up and in its full beauty. I cannot wait. I love how everything lights up in the evening. It's just so soothing and calming and is just very enjoyable just to sit and watch TV with all of the nice, subtle, beautiful lights. So stay tuned for the finished product. It's time for my baby's tummy time. Pancita, pancita. Oh, pancita. She loves her belly time. Such a big babies you are. everything I have for you guys today. Thank you as always for sticking it out with me on another video. Hopefully this was a fun one for you. You got a little crafty idea, a little recipe idea, and some decor ideas. Jen, great big thank you to you for inviting me to do this collaboration. Guys, don't forget, down in the description box, there is a list of ladies who are in this collaboration. Don't forget to head on over to their channels, give them a little watch, subscribe, a like, a share, a comment, all of the good things that helps us out a lot. And we would all greatly appreciate it. Sometimes it's a lot of work to put some of these videos together. So every little bit that you guys can do to help us out is always appreciated. But that is everything I have for you guys today. And I will see you later. Bye guys.